what am I supposed to do with all this stuff? Like, why would I want a Willow and a Colorado on top and then this other thing? Guess what? We're going to break all that down right now. So let's start probably with one of the most basic combinations. And that's going to be, we're going to get into this a little bit later too, actually putting a little swim bait on it instead of a skirt. But the first combination would be probably the one that you could use the most often. This is a Colorado and a Willow. It's almost standard issue spinner baiting. So when you're looking at this combination, let's actually talk about first what the different shapes will do, and then we'll break down how we're putting them together. So the round blades, like the Colorado blades, so what a Colorado blade is going to do, it's by its shape, it's going to make whatever bait you're using either ride higher in the water, or it's going to make you as the angler reel slower to get the bait to ride lower. So if you have a combination like this one, a combination of a Willow and a Colorado, you're kind of middle of the roading it, if you will. I can reel this just at a moderate, steady retrieve. It's gonna, depending on the weight of the bait, this is a 1/4 ounce one, so this is a little smaller, but you're gonna get just kind of like a moderate rise out of the bait. So what I'm saying is it's not gonna run real quick to the top. It's not gonna run real, it's not gonna run real deep. If I had the same combination, but another Colorado blade on the bottom instead of this Willow, this is gonna ride much, much higher in the water column at the exact same rate that you're reeling your reel than this one will. Or if you reel it much slower, it will ride in the water column the same as this combination will. But once again, you have to reel it a lot slower. So that's two of the different combinations. If you want to get into speed, and we are going to talk a lot in a little bit about the speed and why you would want to do different speeds at different times. But if you want to talk about speed, then your combination is the double Willow. And honestly, this is probably the one that I throw more often than not, is a double Willow, because I really believe in spinnerbait fishing. It's a lot about speed. So that's probably the one that we're going to use the most often. Now, with all that being said and explaining the Colorado blade, the Indiana is just a mix between the two. We've got a bunch of them right here. It's just a mix between the two. But before we get into which is what we're going to do with each one of those different combinations, I want to show you what I actually carry in my boat. So when you talk about geeking out on spinnerbaits, I carry this in my boat. I've got all Willow blades, Indianas, I've got Colorados, I've got muddy water, I've got smallmouth colors. I mean, I've got absolutely everything in here. If you look down through here, you can see I've got clevises, I've got spacers, I've got all kinds. Here's something I don't really use that much. Those are stick-on eyes. You know what? You know why these are in there? I don't either. Why these are in my spinnerbait box? We're just taking them. We're getting rid of those. We're taking those out. They're not supposed to be in there. They're crankbait eyes. Somebody stuck them in there. But I got swivels. They're everything you could need. There's the little spacers. Everything you could ever need. I just taken one box and just absolutely made everything. Get a good pair of snips, a good pair of pliers, and out there on the water, I can make anything I want to. So
Bass U, folks. Information is pouring over. If you want to learn more about every lake, how to fish shallow, deep, in between, skipping docks and rocks and cranking, slow wiggling, chatter, smattering, you get it at Bass U. Get on Bass U TV, check it out, sign up, be a member, be part of it, folks. Keep learning.